Well, here we are. Woke up this morning and got a few things done. Actually, I stayed up kind of late doing a few things, but we're at the 6 a.m. power string lines hooked up. I got to build a bracket for the reservoir because this came off a van, just like I did on the Suburban. Reservoirs are very laying. I just take a flat plate and drill it, bolt it right there, and then the reservoir's right here. But we painted, you can kind of see the lower half of the cab. That's what color it's gonna be for a while. We got all the rear end done. All this is done. We're on green and gold. Always wanted to paint the old boom tubes gold, so we sand them down, paint them some heat paint, primer, and then heat paint gold. So, yeah. Now this is our next process. Gotta get a few people over here to help me set it on there where it's not. I'm not gonna tear it up. Clean all the mud out. Beat a couple dents out of the fenders. Cut all the old existing wood bolts out. Now we just gotta get it on there. And then we can start putting new wood floor in. Then we put the fuel cell and stuff back in it so we can get her moved around. I need it backed in so we can get the rest of this done. We're gonna try to paint strip the bumper, but I don't know yet. Man, all the chrome stuff they done painted black, so I might just leave it black. The only thing new that's chrome is these mirrors, and I might just go ahead and paint them black. I don't know. I hate to spend all that money on paint stripper and not do it. And I think green, black, and gold would look good because we're gonna have to leave this black because they undercoated it. I don't really want to sand all that off right now, so yeah. And we'll just leave the grill, bumper, and all the little chrome pieces black. I don't know. Alright, here goes the struggle.
What?
Wait, you want to grab here and here. Ready?
Wait.
And your mom just want to roll it forward. Wait. Go on. Go on. Go on. Alright, hold it. Now slowly let it down, Peyton.
There we go. Woo!
Now before you take off, just got to pick the front up. Actually, let's do this one. It goes right here. When I pick up, see these holes?
Yeah.
When I pick up, you slide it on. Watch your tube.
Oh, we dropped it.
Well, thanks for the help, muscles. Muscle 1, muscle 2. Yeah. Got the bed set back on, got the cross members in, kind of got it just pinned with some bolts to keep it aligned on the frame. I'm sure to do a quick, cheap bed floor. Eventually we're going to be taking all this back out, so I'm not going to spend a bunch of money or time on this floor. We got all this wood for like 58 bucks. It's treated. So I got this side in and that side in. I'm using a piece we cut off to mark. We got the center ones to do, and the center one I got split. I don't got a table saw or anything like that. So we're just gonna keep cutting and laying. There we go. Show you guys how this looks. Just quick and easy. Nothing fancy. Still got the center one to split. But once we split it, we'll be able to bolt it all down. And instead of me carriage bolting all of it to each cross member, we're just going to pilot hole and self-tap each board to the cross member. I'm going to pull all this back apart, and the reason for that is this right here. This side piece right here is rotted out. The lip. So I gotta bring this headboard in too. It's dented. Might be able to get a board down and a ratchet strap loop to pull it together when I drill it. But what do you think, Parker? Got one more board to rip down the middle. We can dry it out, and once it dries out, we can stain it. We got the beds back on. We got the floor in. Parker wanted the boom tube gold, so we're going green and gold. If you guys can't tell, we repainted from here down. You can kind of tell the difference, but we're going this green and gold. All this is going to be sprayed. The hood's going to be black. But this is what we got so far. And yes, I'm wearing my Hey Dudes. Yeah. She's looking kind of mean. The back came up just a little bit after shortening that shackle. But I think the ass of it was really low compared to the front before. So now it's kind of setting perfect, I think. And I think it'll handle better too, because it was almost on the bump stops on the C notch, how low it was on the back. So we dropped it one hole and cut the top off. Hey, well, let's just say me and my buddy had a few cold snacks and got the floor done. We still got one board to split that goes in the middle, which I'm kind of just waiting on that. I don't have a table saw or nothing. He does. We'll get it done. Right now I'm building the fuel cell brackets so it's up off the floor, so I don't have to cut a hole in the floor. Here's the fuel cell. What we're going to do is get this one here bent, and for some reason my brake over there is not really braking like it should. I don't know. Maybe the bolts are loose. Maybe turnbuckles need tightened up or something. I don't know. So I'm having to use body clamps to help it bend a little bit, but we're getting it. I say eventually. Once this one has to bend the other way, but eventually I'll probably come in here in this flat spot. So it'll set like this, and the fuel cell's gonna sit on top. I'll probably come through here on this flat spot eventually, put some dimple dies. We'll have to take this back out to finish that wood piece and throw some paint on. I'm out of paint, so this will work for now. But got that. Last night we got the oil pressure switch hooked up, the temperature switch hooked up, catch can hooked up. Everything under here is pretty well done except for the fan. They got it wired direct. I want to wire it to a switch. I'll do that later. Want to make sure everything's working. Gear turned around. Get the shop cleaned up a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see my mess, but man, I got a mess laying everywhere. I drag out bolts, wires, shit just everywhere. That little bit of stuff that's left, we can do it outside. I'm going to get the seat back in Danielle. Get this wood slid over. I'm going to back Danielle in here on this side out of the way. But, because I might put the rally wheels on this. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Might take Danielle's shoes off, put them on Gator, just for now. The back tires are pretty bald. The front ones are new, but these are like mud terrain tires. The ones on Danielle's an all terrain. Thought about putting them over there. I think the rallies would look better, but I don't know. And my kids want me to keep the teeth. I really didn't want to. Want to make it my own. But, man, they really want me to keep the teeth. So I'm thinking about coming in here and redoing it. Come in low. And then up. Then follow this body line. Then from here up green. I think it's too wide. They want me to keep it. I think it's too wide. Keep it for a while now anyway. Save up and we'll actually paint this thing. We'll put a nice paint job on it. After we get factory harness, steering column, stuff like that back in it. And we'll go through and fix some of the not bad body work, but fix some of the patches they put in it. Yeah, we'll put new inner fenders in it. Gotta find a good hood. But that stuff's later. But now I'm just gonna build these brackets. You guys can watch if you want. I don't know what the prettiest, but they'll work for now. If my brake was working, I've had that thing for a long time. If it was working right, these would be nice. For some reason, not working the greatest. I don't know. Maybe because I haven't used her in a while. But here we go. Got these all measured out. The fuel cell is set about 2 inches off the floor because it has I want to call it the sump, but it's not the sump. Now, I just had that damn marker. Just had it. What in the world? Laying it everywhere. And yes, by the way, them cold snacks was good, especially on Saturday night. Very good. Even though it got chilly, we should start a bonfire out in the driveway. Neighbors would love that. By the way, neighbors already hate me. Got too much loud shit. But, oh well, we'll get over it. Cause I ain't gonna change. Alright, let's see what we can do here. This is gonna be the hard part. The damn thing isn't wanting to bend right. I think just something's out of adjustment because I haven't used it in a while, but this is getting my initial bend. So eventually I'd like to make these out like aluminum. There we go, baby. Well, that bent better than the rest of them. Let's get rid of these body cleaners. And I gotta do a little bit of packing. Let's see. These are setting somewhat close. Oh yeah. This corner needs bent up a little bit, and that one needs bent down here. Oh yeah, she's working. So this is basically what it is. Pretty sure it's strong enough. This will bolt through the back brace of the bed and the wood floor. This will bolt through the front brace and wood floor. And the fuel cell bolt here. And then eventually we'll take this back out. I might make these out of aluminum, I don't know yet. I don't know if aluminum will be strong enough for a 20 gallon. Might. Alright. See if we can get these brackets where we want them. So we'll clamp them so we can get a good. get you over here so you can see what's going on. All right. These brackets will bolt to the pump. Someone cut this part out. I hope it's strong enough to keep a hold of it. And then this will keep the lower part of the fuel cell without us having to cut a hole. And bolt this to these, this to the floor and cross members. And we're good to go. For now, I'm not even gonna paint it or try to dimple dot. I want to make sure it's gonna hold the weight, not move. So I'm gonna drill holes in the back, front, bolt in brackets to the fuel cell, move it back here where we need it, and drill the holes on it through the floor and cross member. So that's what we're gonna do now. As soon as I find, man, guys, I keep losing everything. I don't know what the hell it is. Maybe it's another damn mess everywhere. Very possible. Can't find my punch. Center punch. That pulls away everywhere. And when you drink at night, just, you know, just one or two, it don't really help. You lose everything. Oh well. Now I guess we're short time. Do what you can while you're still kicking. While you're still above that ground. Do what you can. Remember that. Now, that's probably gonna be our next problem. Can't go with this big a bolt in front. I don't know why they cut that. No eyeball 1000.
don't really have. I hate putting this bolt like this. I want to change these two out. A little better bolt. Later on down the road. Right on down the road. I wonder if I can cut that with a jigsaw. I don't know. Let me put it back here where you guys can see what we're going with. Don't ask me why there is a practice cone in the bed. That's what happens when you got kids. That's what we're going with. No cutting holes. This has been up a little bit, but once we put bolts in it, she'll be alright. Just gonna center it, put our pump up here, hook it all up, put some fuel in it, let you guys hear this thing sing. I might honestly try to cut that board myself. I don't have no circular saw or nothing with me. I don't know why I didn't bring it from the old house, but maybe if I can mark it the way I need to. Old hacksaw will, might be able to rip it. Go ahead and put it down. Alright guys, let me get some stuff picked up here. Still got some stuff laying everywhere. But we got everything mounted. Still gotta put the one board in. And I gotta put some different bolts in the pump and rubber. I gotta put rubber between it and the board. Gotta put a clamp up there. But for now, we're gonna see what happens. Set you guys up. See this old girl fire. Since I did all the changing everything, cutting wires and adding wires and whatnot. Now I want to check the PSI on the fuel. But before I start it, I'm gonna come in here and show you guys. I didn't show you guys me getting the interior back, which was, you already seen the gauge because you were just screwing it down and screwing the dash down. I ended up putting the tack here and my phone holder here. But right here's the kill switch. Now we got power. Now that powers everything over here. This turns the ECM and everything on. The switch source for the ECM. And the pump. Of course, need to prime it. But, and this is gauges. I have to reset these all the time because when you kill the battery switch, it does waste memory. But that's it. And then this switch turns on. It turns on the USB ports I put in. But well, I'm gonna set you up here and see what happens.
Now I connected that pump to the PCM, ECM, whatever you want to call it, computer. So the fuel pump is controlled by the computer. So let's see if it works right. It's already primed. So everything's right, it should start. PCM ain't gonna control it. So since it's not gonna control it, for some reason the PCM won't control it. I don't know why. So I'm gonna bypass it to a toggle real quick. For some reason, they had a bunch of stuff depinned and pinned where it wasn't supposed to be on the red side of the ECM. And for some reason, I can't get the ECM to control the pump. It ain't working right. So I'll have to depin it and everything. For now, I'm just going to stick it on a toggle. But I got it to where it works. I'll show you guys what it does. I told you she's loud. I got the pump running all the time now, but I don't like that. So I got to definitely figure out that G10. Let's see if she'll back up. Holy crap, look at that mess. That's some power steering fluid. Not sure what's going with the power steering pump. I know the box had a little bit of a leak. Maybe I got the lines backwards. She didn't want to steer. Thought I had them right. Oh well. Let it cool down a minute. I'll check them. But she's up and moving. That's all that matters. Alright guys. You just seen me back it out and try to figure out power steering stuff. Well, I think the box is bad. Got her over here. It squirted everywhere, but watch this. Jesus, the whole shaft's going. I think the bearing's out of it, and either blocking the pressure port or something. So we'll pour back in here in a minute. So what we're going to have to do for now is, because I know I ain't going to get one in time, I'm going to take one off Danielle, put it on here, drain that one out real good, and just temporarily stick it back on Danielle so I can move it. And we'll put a brand new one on Danielle, because the wife's going to be driving it anyway, so might as well make it have new stuff on it. So just to be safe. But fuel cell stuff turned out alright. Put about 6 gallon in it, some injector cleaner. Ain't leaking nowhere. That's what we got so far. And for some reason, which I don't know why, damn car seat cover, whatever the hell you want to call it, did this. I don't know. Cheap shit anymore. Oh well. This thing is 4 bolts, Pitman arm, steering, caught the shaft, times 2. But I have to put the old one back on that one, because I have to be able to move that. Or just go buy a new one and put it on here. Yeah. Decisions. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All I know is that she's running. Oil pressure's not working for some reason. I want the factory oil pressure sensor instead of the glow shift sensor, which I think I'm gonna have to change that because it's not working. Which ain't no big deal. They had the same plug-in. I figured I'd try it. But alrighty then. Just wish I was able to turn it around before we put it in there. It'll be alright. Well, guys, I know I'm just rambling. I appreciate it. We'll get that stuff changed out. We'll start driving this thing. See what she can really do. She is a little rowdy. She seems rowdy. They're using it as a drag truck. A lot of the inside stuff's still the same way they had it set up, just wired better. We'll figure out the fuel pump to a toggle. That way if anything ever happened, I can kill it. And then we'll get the grill and stuff back in it. And the kids want to keep the teeth, so I'm going to redo the teeth and leave the teeth for now. But hey guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Appreciate y'all. Hey, we had to change Gator shoes. He looks a lot better at rallies. A lot better at rallies. All the gauges are all lit up. Looking good. Looking good.